Hello, what's up, guys? Trent Gaming here, back with TS Football Broadcast. If you see this shit on my face over here, it's because I haven't shaved, because, oh boy, was there some college football this weekend. Let's get into it with the NFL first. So, Mac Jones apparently helped Cam Newton learn the playbook, although Cam Newton's been there a year longer. I don't know if this is true, but if this is, that's a good sign for Mac Jones. He seems smart enough to be able to do this, so I'm like, okay, I'm not saying Cam's dumb here, but I could totally see Mac Jones being helpful. And more NFL news. Troy Apke is the first white corner in the NFL since 2003, to make a roster. That's kind of neat. Speaking of neat, Mark Andrews has a 4-year, $56 million extension with the Ravens. As a Browns fan, I am less than stoked about this because Mark Andrews is a pain in the ass. He was worth the money. All I can do is hope JOK shuts him down somehow. In more Ravens news, Le'Veon Bell apparently worked out with the Ravens. If they sign him, I can't wait to see the Ravens and Steelers play, because there is definitely going to be some bad blood there. I mean, it's not as bad as Antonio Brown, but I'm guessing there'd still be some bad blood there. Speaking of former Ravens now, Tyrod Taylor is the official Texans starting quarterback. This man has been freaking destroyed since he went to the playoffs with the Bills. The gods are like, you made the playoffs with Buffalo? Zap, zap. Because in Cleveland, he wasn't very good. Well, he was okay, but, he wasn't playing excellent football. So when he got hurt, Baker took over and Baker played better, so... Then the next year, he got his lung punctured, and now he's on the Texans. Oh boy, that man has had a rough couple of years. Speaking of rough couple of years, Josh Norman joins the 49ers. I don't know how this is going to shake out. I thought his face was still on the turf, but we'll see how Josh Norman looks this year, but I don't have high hopes. Zach Martin has COVID and is out for Thursday Night Football. Man, sorry, I got bored. Thursday Night Football, Zach Martin is out, which means the Cowboys are going to look even less sufficient to take on the Bucs. Yeah, it's going to be rough. I think this game's going to be a slogger. If this game is close, good on the Cowboys, but I have no faith that this game is going to be good at all. Speaking of not good, Presbyterian's quarterback Ren Heffley threw 10 touchdowns for an FCS record. It's good, but it's like, holy fuck, that's a lot of touchdowns. Damn, bro. He just went off. Damn, that's 10 touchdowns. Holy shit. That's a lot of fucking touchdowns. But moving past that, the 10 touchdown man himself, Ren Heffley. UCLA beat LSU. They toppled them. Chip Kelly versus Ed Orgeron was a coaching mismatch. It just didn't look pretty. That's all I need to say. Alabama beat Miami. I thought this might have been the year that Alabama would take a step back because they lost so many players, but especially on offense. But how'd the offense look? Well, let's look at the stat line for their quarterback just to get a glimpse. Bryce Young, 27 of 38 for 344 yards, 4 touchdowns, and a 144.2 QBR. Wow. That is really impressive. Because after they lost Mac Jones, I was like, they'll still be good, but are they going to be that good? But they scored quick, too. They just were like, bam. Miami's quarterback did not have such a good outing. Honestly, the Miami offense in general came out pretty flat. They were leading 27-3 by half. That was pretty insane. Yeah, you guys just got beat. Georgia over Clemson. oh boy, are they missing Trevor Lawrence right now. That's all I need to say. Clemson looked rough. They scored only 3 points. I mean, they've lost a lot of talent, but still, I mean, DJ Ewing-Galley was their quarterback, and he went 19 of 37 for 178 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 pick. Oh boy, that stat line's awful. Georgia's stat line wasn't a whole lot better, but it was a little better, I suppose. I mean, Georgia scored a touchdown in the second quarter, and the game was done. Like, you could have stopped the game right there, and you wouldn't have gained much. It was a defensive slogger knock, but you have those sometimes. Very worried about Clemson. I don't think Georgia's that good, but Clemson just looks bad. Speaking of bad, Notre Dame beat the Florida State Seminoles 41-38. I was a little surprised. I didn't think Notre Dame could beat Florida State. I was like, But they didn't make as many mistakes, because the Florida State had, I think, 3 interceptions. I mean, it wasn't good. Whereas Notre Dame only had the 1 turnover. So, I mean, that was kind of neat. The quarterback, Jack Cohn, for Notre Dame, had 4 touchdowns. So he was spinning it pretty well. So we'll see how this ends up going. But Notre Dame could be a good team this year. Not great, but good. Gooder than usual. Anyway, guys, thank you all for watching. Have a nice day. Like, comment, subscribe. I don't have an Instagram. Twitter in the description below. Have a great day and goodbye.